Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday to you today. You're watching Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Super excited to be with you today. It is Monday, in fact, July 24th, 2023, and I saw a lie this morning. I opened up my email, and there was an email from someone that I follow regularly, and it said, in the description of the title, halfway through summer. Now, now listen. We have discussed several times in detail on this show about how I do not like the heat. Okay, I don't like the heat at all. Typically, I'm like, let's go fall. Let's go fall. Let's go. Okay, that's usually me. However, I've been having so much fun since I've moved back here to my hometown in Connecticut, in my home state of Connecticut. We're not in my hometown anymore. However, we're still in my home state of Connecticut. Been having so much fun in the summer, going to concerts and everything else. I could do without the heat sometimes. However, I've been having so much fun. I don't necessarily want it to end all the time. So, but I'm looking in my email and I'm thinking to myself, something doesn't feel right about this because I feel like it was just yesterday, wasn't it? No, it was in fact a month ago that we had the summer equinox. So I'm like, something's not right here. So I did some homework for you guys today. Okay. I was like, no way in hell could this be true that we're halfway through summer already. So I go and I look it up. I did the math for you guys this morning. Okay. This is what a good host I am for you. Okay. The summer equinox was in fact Wednesday, June 21st. The fall equinox is not until Saturday, September 23rd. So even without the math thing, I was like, oh, listen, we can't be halfway there already. So I it's 13 and a half weeks between the summer and fall equinoxes. So halfway through summer is not in fact here until August 7th. Thank you very much. So for those of you spreading lies that we're halfway through summer, it is simply not true. So I'm here to say you've got what is today's the 24th. You have in fact 2 weeks until we're halfway through summer, boys and girls. So it's okay. You're all right. Don't worry about it. Good morning, Mike. It's good to see you. Listen, this guy down here, see over here, he is going to do a half marathon. I would need more than one T-Rex to participate in that. But congratulations, that's so exciting. And I think I saw it was August 5th, maybe. Is that the day of it, Mike? Let me know. I think it was August 5th that I saw, and I have nothing else on the calendar that day. I may go down there and watch the people. I may put on a T-Rex costume. That might have to happen. But congratulations, it's going to be a lot of fun. It would take a T-Rex, a velociraptor, a a triceratops. It would take the entire Cretaceous period for me to run a half marathon, but I'm very excited for you. Yes, okay, the 5th. All right. Listen, I may have to go down there and report live from the Breakthrough Show Network and get Mike's after, he'll probably be like sweating to death and not able to talk well, but maybe I'll get the first interview after it's over. So listen, I just want to tell you guys, we're not halfway through summer yet, so you're welcome. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about these naysayers who are trying to rush us along here. Also today, I want to talk about a few different things today, but we had a really big announcement. Over the weekend. How many of you saw the announcement this weekend on my personal page? Raise your hand. I am so stinking excited. See, starting at Ocean Beach, I'm going down there. That's it. I'm deciding right now. I'm going down there. How many of you saw my announcement this weekend? I'm so freaking excited, you guys, because I just had a conversation about this yesterday. The show this morning is called right there. See it? See it? Good morning, New England. Because I'm back in New England, okay? And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I love that I don't have to walk on eggshells. I love that I don't have to bless anybody's heart. Um, I love a lot of things about being here. And I mostly love that people will tell you, really? You didn't put an extra spare tire in your car? You didn't? And they'll beat you down to the ground about forgetting to put a spare tire in the car, and then they'll give you yours. And there's so many amazing people in New England who are doing incredible things, just everyday people that are starting nonprofits, people that are helping their communities, people that are doing all kinds of things. And I was like, I want to do more of this. I had the opportunity this last week to go to a grand opening, which I'll tell you about coming up here, because it's a very special national day today as well. But I want to do more stuff locally, and it's been on my heart for quite some time. And I didn't where I used to live because I felt very disconnected there. And now that I'm home, it just feels good and it feels right. And I'm so excited that on October 14th, which is a Saturday, there's going to be a brand new show here on the Breakthrough Show Network that I am so excited to host. And that is New Englanders are not assholes. Okay. My actual, I have to give a shout out to the amazing Steve Gamlin about this title because I originally was going to title the show. See, I've been thinking about this for over a year. Since before we even got back here to Connecticut, I had been thinking about doing this show. And I originally was going to title it New Englanders Are Assholes because, and where this comes from is I lived 13 years in down in the South. Well, I'll say I lived 13 years in Alabama. I spent even longer than that in the South, Mississippi, Florida, etc. And it is very frequent there to hear New Englanders are jerks, New Englanders are rude, New Englanders are assholes. I hear this stuff all the time. All the time. And I'm like, we do this often. And it really hit me hard how much we do this as humans as I've been doing the Breakthroughs Around the World series on the Breakthrough Show, because I've talked to all these different people from all these different countries. I think we're up to like 31 countries now or something. In fact, we have an amazing guest coming on soon from Lebanon who I met the other day. You guys are going to love her so much. She is the sweetest thing on the planet, and I just can't wait to have her on the show. Rana is her name, so be looking for that. But as I'm doing this series, and listening to what we say often about different cultures, different groups of people, different countries, entire countries, you guys, entire states, entire areas, entire religions. We are very much accustomed to, as humans, grouping everybody together and having something to say about it. And it bothers me. These labels bother me so bad because I'm like, not everybody can be horrible. And so after living 13 years in a place where people are saying to my face as a New Englander, New Englanders are rude, jerks, assholes, and the like, I'm like, this can't be true. So in this Breakthroughs Around the World series, it hit me even harder because when I get to the point of asking every single guest on this show, no matter what country they come from, what do you love most about their country? Guess what they say? The people. They love the people. Now, does this mean that every single person in their country is inherently good? No. But but they say we love the people. And so this is something that we have in common. So my immediate thought is, if the people are good everywhere, then what are we doing? What are we doing as humans, lumping everybody together in these groups and saying that they're bad and the worst people and horrible? It's not good in my mind. And so when I lived that literally for 13 years in Alabama, people saying New Englanders are anything but good people, I was like, I got to do something about this. And so it had been going in my mind this whole time. And so my original thought was to call the show New Englanders Are Assholes and have people on the show who are doing amazing things, basically flipping the script on the title. So having people on that run nonprofits, that are serving their communities, that are entertaining people, putting smiles on faces, and really showcasing the amazing people in New England. And then I talked to my friend Steve Gamlin, who I just love. He's from New England. He's told very New England stories before. And I said, Steve, I'm coming to you because I trust your opinion. I trust your thoughts. And I want to know your thoughts on this title. So I said to him, I want to do this show called New Englanders Are Assholes. And this is the premise. I want to highlight the amazing people who live in New England and are doing incredible things to serve the world, serve their communities, and just be a good human being, right? And he says to me, "Oh my God, Jessica, I love it. I love it. But let's hang on one second here." He's like, "You're going to get people who are going to come watch this show expecting that they're going to hear some stories about New Englanders actually being assholes." And I'm like, "Well, sometimes we can, but um but he said, "Why don't you when you do the branding for the show, put New Englanders Are Assholes, but like a little carrot or a little tiny word or something that says not." So that you're making the point that we are New England sass, right? We are going to tell you how it is. We are going to be in your face. We are going to be like, you're stupid to have left your spare tire at home, but then we're going to go get our spare tire and come help you out, right? And so I was like, that is a great idea. That's a great idea. So when I did the graphics, I'm going to put it back on the screen for you now. When I did the graphics for the show, uh it's very much in that theme where it's like, listen, everybody's saying New Englanders are assholes, they're jerk, they're rude, they're the whole thing, but they're not. And so you've got the not there. And I'm so excited to be doing this show and highlight people who are doing incredible things in New England. Now, fun fact, I don't know if some of you guys knew this, but and I did not know this actually until a few years ago, that New York is not considered to be part of New England. New England is made up of Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut, 6 states. Okay. New York is not included in that. And all my growing up, I just never realized that. Even growing up here in New England, I never realized that. But because I have so many incredible friends that are in New York and that are doing just the most amazing things, I am including New York in this series because New Englanders are generous AF, okay? Because I'm so generous, we're going to be including the 6 states of New England plus New York, which I'm really excited about as well. And who knows? Listen, I could be overwhelmed with the generosity one day and like include somebody from Pennsylvania or include somebody from New Jersey, or because it's my damn show. All right. But I'm super excited about this. It is mostly going to highlight the incredible people from those 6 states that I mentioned. And like I said, we're throwing New York in there regularly as well. But I really would love to hear from you guys. If you have someone that you would like to nominate that you think is doing amazing things here in New England, I would love for you to email me, Jessica@thebreakthroughshow.com, and tell me who they are and what makes them special and why they are not an asshole here in New England. And well, not all the time. Not all the time. It's okay to be an asshole once in a while, all right? But I would love for you to email me, Jessica@thebreakthroughshow.com, and tell me why you think this person should be included in our series. Also, if you're a person that should be included in this series, I want you to email me. Coming up next, by next show, I will have a form made up that you guys can fill out as well to nominate people or nominate yourself to be part of this series. I'm super excited, you guys, so excited about this. And I hope that you're as pumped up as I am. Even if you're not in the New England area, I really feel like this is going to speak to um, how we do that. We do what I talked about as humans. We lump people together in groups and go, these people are this one way, and not in a good way, and it's hurtful and it's not nice, and I'm excited to be part of the solution, which is to be like, look, we're going to tell you how it is here in New England, but we're also the best people on the effing planet. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there right now. I need my bell. I don't my I found it, and oh, I think I know where it is. I'll have to have it for next episode. At any rate, I hope you guys are having a great start to your week, and I hope you are as excited for the new show as I am. Bringing me joy today. Listen, I have had a lot of fun over the last week. I mentioned that I went to something, so I want to tell you about that, but I want to tell you also about the national days today because it ties into what I'm saying. It's National Drive-Through Day. When you go to get food, do you like to go in or do you like to go to the drive-through? I prefer the drive-through. Depending on where I'm going. It's also National Cousins Day. I love that. I know a lot of people that have a ton of cousins. I grew up with. I mean, I got a lot of cousins. Like when you talk about second cousins and cousins by marriage and all that stuff, a ton of cousins. However, I grew up mostly with my cousins Julia and TJ, so shout out to them as well. It's also National Amelia Earhart Day, which you'll hear it's her birthday at the end of the show. It's National Tequila Day. And you know what they say, tequila makes her clothes fall off. At least that's a country song, I think. Also, tying into the story I want to tell you guys about, it is not not just national, international self-care day today. Self-care day promotes self-care as a vital foundation of health. It is also a day for people around the world to prioritize self-care and make it a part of their lifestyle. When you take care of yourself to stay well, you are practicing self-care. Staying well includes taking care of your whole self, physically, mentally, and emotionally. For some, self-care also includes taking care of themselves spiritually. So what exactly does self-care look like? It could be as simple as having some quiet time each day. Others might have a coffee with a friend regularly. You can also have a regular sleep routine, maintain a healthy weight, keep a reflective journal, practice gratitude, get a massage, listen to relaxing music, read a good book, learn to say no. Yes, my friends, that is an act of self-care, and ask for help when necessary. Now, one of the things that I did over the last week was I went with my friend Siobhan, which, by the way, if you guys need a realtor here in the Connecticut area, make sure you go see Siobhan Abrahimi, who works for Advised Realty. So make sure you go check her out because she's amazing. But she invited me to a grand opening. I'm looking for my card here, and I just literally I must have dropped it. At any rate, you see a candle lit behind me here. We went to a grand opening of Brimstone Candles. It's a brand new store in Salem, Connecticut. That was a lot of fun. I hadn't been to a grand opening ribbon cutting in quite some time. And like I said, with the introduction of the new show coming, I'm definitely going to be getting more out there and doing more in the community. And this event just confirmed for me that this is what I want to be doing, that I want to be out there in the community and doing more things. So congratulations to Kathleen for opening your store at Brimstone Candles in Salem, Connecticut. Make sure you guys go visit them. But she really focuses, my point, which you guys know it sometimes takes me a minute to get to, is that she really focuses on self-care, and the whole store has more than just candles. There are chocolates, there are journals, there are teas. Like, it's really focused on caring for yourself, and I just love that. So take the time to do that for yourself on International Self-Care Day. I want to talk to you about a couple more, 2-3 things, but we're going to take a quick break and come right back, and I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit more about joy today. We had a lot of fun yesterday. I'm going to be talking about that. And we're going to be back right after this El Breako. I'll see you in a minute. Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. It is Monday, July 24th, 2023. I hope you're having an amazing start to your week here, and I hope that this show is bringing you some good vibes this morning. And like I said, down below, you can see it there, a special good morning, hello to New England in the United States here. I mentioned we've been having a lot of fun in the summer, and we've been spending time with friends, having beach time, because we are on the coast of the United States here in beautiful coastal Connecticut, and lots of concerts, beach time, music, all the stuff. And I went out with some friends last night. You might know them from the show. So Danielle made several appearances during our Battle of the Decades series, and she was so much fun. I've known her for a long time, and now our husbands are having a bromance. It's a moment, and so we went down to Ocean Beach here in New London, Connecticut, to listen to some music last night. And I'm supposed to talk about this morning the fact that there are many things that bring me joy. I just think it's one of the biggest things to raise my vibration is laughter. And I swear to you, by the time we left the beach last night, we were the loudest people there. We were cutting up and laughing so loud. We were getting the looks. Our husbands have no filters. So shout out to Miguel and Philip this morning. We discussed everything from beach chickens to nipples to poker face to wish Madonna to even Toto Eye. Okay. Or El Donkey. El Donkey. Maybe we should say that. We had some Spanglish lessons happening. And I don't think they thought that I was going to say anything about all that. I am not joking around. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it, damn it. So we had a good time with that last night. And so just want to send them some love this morning, and the family as well, that I get to meet the cousins and whatnot last night too. So that was fun. Also want to talk about today. We're gonna have a short discussion on happiness level, ever-changing energy, and how those things help us to work our joy muscle. Now, what have I been saying? Literally since the inception of this show 4 seasons ago. Now I got the 4 seasons in my head. Anyway, joy comes from where? Everybody. From within. Okay, the joy comes from within. And it's almost an indescribable experience with joy, because your joy is not affected by outside things. That's not joy. If you feel like, oh, my joy is gone, then that's not joy that we're talking about. That's things like happiness, and fun, and I can't even think of any other synonyms right now. Help me out, thesaurus.com. But but and then Danielle had actually sent me a video that came from Candace Cameron Bure, where she was discussing joy and talked about it in depth on Bathrobe Moments with Dr. Lauren Harris. I saw Ferran Dozier, which you guys know, my co-host for Beyond 2D, which is coming up tomorrow night, by the way, talk about it recently. And there's a lot of this talk about going around of something we've been saying until we're blue in the face here on Project Joy, which is that joy comes from within. Joy doesn't your joy, your level of joy may change a little bit over time, but joy doesn't just your joy is a muscle that you have to work. Your joy is something that should help you in times of trial, when outside circumstances are challenging, when you're having difficulty tapping into happiness, fun, peace, things like that. Your joy that you have within you, hopefully, is going to help you to overcome those times when those external things are not as constant. And because we know, we know that we can only control ourselves, boys and girls, which means everything outside of us is constantly changing. And so I wanted to just touch on that a little bit this morning, is that our level of happiness that we have in our lives, our level of fun, our level of peace, the ever-changing energy and ever-changing world and people and revolving door of things around us, those are actually things that help us to work our joy muscle. So, one of the things that's really been helping me quite a bit is when these external things happen. You guys know one of my favorite phrases, right? I think we may have mentioned it on the show, but I know I've mentioned it on others. And that's, this is a wonderful opportunity for me too. And sometimes that's a really friggin' hard phrase to say. When you're going through it, and I don't even have to elaborate, when you are going through it, whatever it is, it can be a really challenging thing to be grateful for that it in the moment and to say, thank you. What a wonderful opportunity for me too. When the proverbial shit hit the fan for us here, over the last year, and then more specifically when we went through our challenge in January, I it was rough. It was rough. You guys know I was very honest with you here on the show about it. It was a really, really tough time. And my happiness level was zilch at the moment. Okay. Um, my fun level was in the negatives. My fun level was overdrawn. Okay. My fun level was overdrawn. My happiness was in the toilet. Um, my peace my peace was disrupted. I wouldn't say that it was empty. Of peace really helped me to get through a lot of the stuff that I did, but my joy for life was present and there. Why? Because I have taken so much time and so much energy in my life to work that joy muscle, and to know that my joy level, my how I see the world, um my level of steadfastness, inner peace, like that, it comes from within. It's my choice. And dare I even say, it's my promise that I've made to myself. It's my duty at this point to live with a certain level of joy, so that when the ish hits the fan, that I'm able to survive and thrive and move forward, and not reside in a state of misery. And so when we feel like when we feel like I am not having a good time here. I am not having a good time, damn it. We're having a Veruca Salt moment. We're digging our heel. This is not fun. I am not happy. Uh when things are changing around us, we move, people come and go, jobs come and go, our finances are up and down. The world is in turmoil, then it's happy, then it's turmoil, then it's happy. When all of that ever changing around us, I want you to go back to that phrase that I say to myself, which is a hard phrase. I'm not telling you it's easy today on Project Joy Live. Go back to that phrase that I say to myself, and that's what a wonderful opportunity I have to, and insert work my joy muscle here. What a wonderful opportunity I have to work my joy muscle right now. Because when the things are changing around us, that's going to give you a really good indication of whether or not you need to work on your joy. Whether or not you need to remind yourself that joy comes from within. It is part of who you are, and it's your choice whether you tap into that or not. What a wonderful opportunity for me to practice joy, to remember that I am joy. Joy is not just within me, around me. Joy is me. And so remind yourself of that. When you feel that wavering, that up and down, the ever changing things, when you're miserable, you can say, what a wonderful opportunity for me to practice joy and remember that I am joy right now. So I just wanted to remind you of that today. And with that, I want to get to something that brings me a whole hell of a lot of happiness and joy, and that's celebrating birthdays. So let's do it right after this. Who's coming here in October to Southeastern Connecticut to celebrate the Breakthrough Show Network with me? Anybody? I would love for you to join me. We're putting together a networking event that weekend, and I hope that you'll join us. It's going to be really simple, you guys. It's not going to be, this is not a Tony Robbins event. That we're putting together, but I hope you'll join us that weekend here, because that's also going to be the premiere of New Englanders Are Not Assholes, and so I hope you'll join us here in New England for that. For those of you that are celebrating birthdays today, we have a lot coming up the next week as well. I got to give an honorable mention because it'll be happening before the next show. My dad is celebrating his birthday. You might know as him as not just my dad, but Santa, in Charleston, South Carolina. He's celebrating his birthday. Also, a couple really good friends of mine from school, Chris and Pete, are celebrating a birthday coming up as well. Lots of people having birthdays coming up. Adam Babbitt, our best man from our wedding, Jerry Tesh, he actually shares a birthday with my dad on July 27th. Catherine Hayes, Salem Thaxton, Monique Gray, Amy Lyon, Amy Sexton. I hope you guys have an amazing birthday coming up this week. And also, what else do we have going on? Let's talk about our today birthdays. I have a couple moments here, 2-3 moments. As we usually have during birthdays. Number one, Jennifer Lopez is 55 years old today, boys and girls. Happy birthday, Jennifer Lopez. Kristen Chenoweth is also 55 years old today. Okay. You guys remember Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter? His daughter, Bindi Irwin, is 25 years old today. Happy birthday, Bindi. We talked about the fact that it is Amelia Earhart Day today, and that's because it is her birthday. She passed away in 1939, but it is in fact Amelia Earhart's birthday. You might remember her in Matilda, as well as what else was she in? Mrs. Doubtfire. Miracle on 34th Street. Actress Mara Wilson's birthday is today. She's 36 years old. Also, the original Wonder Woman, Miss Linda Carter, is 72 years old today, everybody. That's my other moment this morning. And one of my favorite actresses from one of my favorite shows, which was True Blood back in the day, Anna Paquin is 41 years old today. Happy birthday to her. And the celebrities in my life, my cousin Kimmy Crooks has a birthday today. Happy, speaking of National Cousins Day. Um happy birthday, Kimmy Crooks. And also you might know her from the Jackson show, Divine DNA. The Jackson's daughter, Miss Shakira, has a birthday to her. So today, happy birthday, Shakira Jackson. And with that, let us get our birthday song on. Y'all ready? Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jennifer Lopez, Kristen Chenoweth, Bindi Irwin, Amelia Earhart, Mara Wilson, Linda Carter, Anna Paquin, Shakira Jackson, and cousin Kimmy Crooks. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating. Also, I just saw Danielle was out there in the audience. I hope you heard. I hope you heard it. That's all I'm going to say about that. I follow through, boys and girls. Okay. I follow through in what I say I'm going to do. And thanks, Mike, for being here this morning as well. I'm definitely going to head down. I'm going to go down to Ocean Beach on August the 5th and go check out the half mile. I will not be running half marathon. I will not be running in the half marathon because I will not have dinosaurs chasing me, but I'm going to go. I'm going to go cheer on Mike as well as the other runners. And I think it'll be great. It'll be a good time. I hope you guys are set up to have an amazing week. I know that we are here. I want to tell you about a couple, 2-3 things before we go. First of all, we have Rewriting Reality with Shiraz coming up today at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you check that out here on the Breakthrough Show Network. If you've never seen Shiraz in action, if you've never watched the show, tune in for that. Like I said, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Here tomorrow night, an all new episode of Beyond 2D. Farhan and I have been going down the rabbit hole of trust. Okay, it's been a whole moment. And we have been, last week we started our conversation with trusting ourselves. Tomorrow night we're going to be talking about trusting others. This is the moment I need my bell. Please tune in and join us and share your thoughts with us. 6 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow night on the Breakthrough Show Network. And then, yeah, that's what's on tap for this week. I will be doing my recording soon, like I said, with our fabulous guest Rana, who's going to be representing the country of Lebanon. So make sure you guys tune in for that when you see it announced. I'll probably be in a couple Fridays from now, but we'll see. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So check it out. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. See you guys next week. Bye.